We're going live. I don't know if I'm on yet. Type 1 if you can see me. I'm going to wait till 60 seconds to start the actual video so we can get some people on. We're going to be talking about gold prices, silver prices. Do me a favor, hashtag gold, hashtag silver if you own those. And we're going to be talking about pivot points. I'm going to show you a chart that's very important on a day where the Dow Jones is hitting just blowing up, 700 points, but gold also hit an all-time high. So as soon as 60 seconds starts, we're going to start this video. And if you're watching this, you could just jump to the 60-second mark if this isn't live, all right? So thank you, everyone. Give me just one quick second. All right, 22,000. All right, come on, there we go. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about gold prices, silver prices, gold hitting an all-time high or jumping to a record above $2,460 an ounce. We're going to talk about why that is. We're going to talk about the Dow Jones. Today, Dow Jones is up like 700 points, right? Some people may be freaking out. We're going to talk about how that also plays into relationship with real estate and how you may want to pivot. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude with a bro hawk and a dream. We're going to talk about that. Don't take any of my advices. Well, it's not advice. Like, don't take it. I'm not a financial professional. All right. So real quick, shout out. Today, we started the pre-filming discount. It will never be this price again for Investor Mortgage Pro. If you want to learn how to pivot into real estate when the time comes to buy rental properties, how to finance them, and how to save lots and lots of money in fees and in lower interest rates on those mortgages, links down below. It's 87% off. Once the course is done, we got like 7 lessons more to upload. Once it's done, it will never be this price ever again, okay? Let's first talk about gold and the silver price. First off, out of CNBC, gold jumps to record above $2,460 an ounce on hopes the Fed will soon cut rates. I'm about to share a chart with you of what happens when they actually do. Gold jumped to a record Tuesday as rising expectations of a September interest rate cut bolstered demand for bullion. Now, all markets are up right now. You've got silver up, you've got the Dow up, you got all the stock market up, you got crypto up, right? And you're about to see a little boop, boop. You'll see it's technical analysis, but anyway. And everyone's excited because of what happened with the assassination attempt. They are excited about the Fed cutting rates, and there's a lot of euphoria that's actually misplaced. Type 2 if you agree with that. And I mean that honestly. There are a lot of people that are excited about things that they don't really realize the true ramifications that inflation has not came down, and there's a lot of fake stuff going on right now. All right, and this is really exciting to me. This is the froth in the news cycle, the froth in economic markets, that everything all of a sudden, like a heart rate starts to fibrillate before it fails and just starts to jiggle. That's what we're seeing right now. A little economic jiggle. You can go ahead and put that down in the comments. It says here, gold futures advanced 1.7% to $2,471, topping a previous high of $2,454, which was reached on May 20th. So bam, all-time high in gold. Pretty exciting, right? Give me a second, I'm going to get to that. Spot gold jumped 1.8% to $2,465 during the session, which is an all-time high according to LSEG data going back to 1968. Gold prices hit all-time highs earlier this year before pulling back as the prospect of higher for longer interest rates was dampened. Rates dampened investor enthusiasm for the precious metal, but interest in the asset has grown after June's softer inflation data and some recently dovish comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, combined to raise the odds of rate cuts coming this year. Markets are pricing in now 100% odds of a rate cut in September now, according to futures data tracked by the CME Fed Watch Tool. I completely agree with that. I do believe you're going to see a 25 basis point cut. I believe this is a political move. I believe you're going to see 2 or 3 of those cuts, and it is going to not do much. Now, as far as mortgage rates, things like that. Now, I want you to understand this is a political move. However, every time the Fed starts to lower rates, we move into a recession. Okay. Let's move into a chart. And I want to show you this because a lot of people don't understand how to pivot. Have you ever type 3 or just type 3 if you're the type of person that has got this gold and silver, you've seen these great gains. And on the chart, you're going to see compared to the Dow Jones, right? Gold makes exponential moves in bad times. All right. If you don't, type 3, if you want to understand how to pivot and why you'd want to pivot out of gold and silver, because a lot of people are holding it and they go, I'm never going to let go of it. That's actually not the right thing you want to do, because right now you're on a risk off style of investing, right? You're physically holding precious metals. It's either it's in your house, it's hidden, or it's in a vault somewhere, right? So you're physically holding it. There's no counterparty risk. And that's a good thing during tumultuous times in the economy. And those times are coming, all right? But then what you want to do is, as it's hitting all-time highs, the stock market's diving, real estate markets are diving, you're going to want to pivot from that into leverage into another asset class. That's how people become uber wealthy, all right? So this is exciting for me because it's the first time we get to really show the world how to do this kind of stuff and become very successful, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you a chart, and the red line or orange line is the percentage of increase in gold. The blue line is the percentage of increase or decrease of the Dow Jones, okay? And this goes back to 2004. This is what a 20-year chart? Okay, so you could see right here that gold exploded higher compared to the Dow Jones moving into the Great Recession, which is this big dark bar right here. And it's one thing I want you to note is, as the recession was really starting to deepen, the price of gold dropped pretty significantly. Now, when you look at this chart going up, you'll go, come on, Ninja, that's not bad. However, a lot of people freaked out. And the reason why that price dropped was because everything was deleveraging here in the stock market, okay? So you can imagine funds, big funds that had gold as a protection, a hedge. It was paper gold, right? And this price action moved on a greater percentage in the silver market. They started to unwind those positions to be able to cover their shorts or cover their losses in the stock market, in the mortgage-backed security market, all right? So a lot of people, as gold started to drop, they actually sold their gold, which was really sad, because what happened is later they missed this move from here all the way up to here, all right? But here's what's really important to note. This gold bottomed in October of 2009, about 5 months prior to the stock market bottoming. And if you look, this is based on a percentage basis, right? You could see the stock market started to gain, right, after October of 2009, or I'm sorry, after the spring of 2009, but gold on a percentage basis was on a tear. If you started to sell gold at the top and buy the Dow Jones, or especially buy real estate, you were crushing it, all right? And that's what I want people ready for. This, you could see as gold dropped coming out of what, 2000, that should be around 2009, 2010, right? Gold started to drop and then it picked up again. And this is where we're at on a percentage basis. We got all these people in the stock market and they have no idea the move that just happened in the last year. And come on, type 4 if you want to laugh with me, because there's so many people that forever, they're like, you gold bugs are crazy, you're silver bugs, you're conspiracy theorists, you're nutball, right? On a percentage gain, if you bought gold in January compared to the stock market, especially even the S&P, you have absolutely blown it away, right? So if you're chuckling right now, you are in a good spot. Do I believe that you're going to see a downturn in gold even as it crushes it up here when interest rates start to lower and the Dow Jones starts to take a hit? Yes, I do. Do I believe, though, that you should sell right then? No, I do not believe so. I would not sell. I'm not going to sell, right? But you need to understand how to pivot, because for those of you that pivoted and sold here and bought real estate, I sold up here and I actually did very well investing in a handful of investments later in the years, took some of that money and put it into cryptocurrency. Changed my life, right? And people don't know how to do that. So right now you're watching an amazing day where all assets are up. But there are days, just like as the Dow Jones was taking an absolute beating, a header right down here in the second and third quarters, and even the fourth quarter of 2008, gold was doing the exact same thing. Okay? I please know that. And that's going to happen in the future. It's going to happen with cryptocurrency. You're going to have days where everything's exploding downward. Ironically, those will be the days that people are diving into bonds and the bond rate will come down. But the problem is everybody starts to have financial chaos ringing in their ears, and they make trading decisions based off of emotion. All right. That's not what I want for you. I want you to make trading decisions based off of facts, fundamentals, and knowledge, right? And then putting all those together and using wisdom to know where to pivot. Okay. I think it's important to note that if you don't know how to pivot or when to pivot, to start watching other people, start looking at what they're doing, right? Start watching what they said in the past. Did it come to pass? That's what I do. I want to see people that have been right in the past. I'm excited for these days. Look, I'll tell you, if you want, again, the Investor Mortgage Pro, we just opened it up, pre-filming discount. It will never be this price again. It's 87% off once the course is done. That will teach you, if you ever want to buy rental properties, how to finance them, how to use mortgages, how to save thousands of dollars in fees and get the best rates possible. That's happening today. I don't know if the course will be done. We have 7 lessons left. If it'll be done in 3 days, if it'll be done in 7. The link's down below if you want to take advantage of it. If not, I still want you to understand, and this is the most important thing, you don't want to hold gold all the time. You know, I'm not saying sell it all. I will never sell all of my holdings in silver and gold. That is God's money. And I want to always have a certain amount in my portfolio, okay? Because honestly, I believe it is a stability factor, all right? However, right now I have a certain amount that I will be selling and keeping my base amount when the time is right and taking those profits and pivoting into the stock market. But more than that, I will be pivoting into real estate, cash flowing properties that bring amazing tax benefits, write-offs, cash flow, all of that stuff, okay? And so that's what you need to know. You have to be ready to pivot. So you're gonna see much higher days in the future, but they're gonna come during very, very hard economic times, okay? So I hope you got something out of this. If you got something out of this, type 10, do me a favor and give me a question below because it inspires more content. And to all of my students that have been watching this and learning about these cycles and been seeing them now come to pass, do me a favor and put a comment below of what you're getting out of these courses. All right, I hope you have a great day. I can't believe that we're here, another all-time high in gold. I love this stuff. The Economic Ninja is out.